Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Jerrell Simpson, and thank you for tuning in. I'm so excited about the video I'm doing today because in this video, I'm going to do my first tarot deck review. Ooh, stay with me. I can't wait to show you what deck I have to share. The deck that I'm going to be reviewing is the Neo Tarot deck, written by Jerico Mandybur, illustrated by Daiana Ruiz. If you are familiar with Daiana Ruiz's work, she's just a genius. She is a master of gender fluidity artwork and then giving it a modern twist with the shapes and color blocks and the self-care aspect as well. Just this gentleness, this strength and gentleness is a theme throughout her artwork that is just really inspiring and beautiful. And Jerico Mandybur is like this self-care master. She just articulates so well the importance of self-care and different ways to go about self-care, and just really good self-inquiry prompts in this. This is a self-care tarot deck. It's filled with women empowerment and just owning yourself and knowing who you are, and being unapologetic and being gentle with yourself, all that good stuff. So let's just get right into it. When I get my decks, I would glance at the guidebook. I just like to honor that at first, so I'll just take a little thumb through and then I'll go immediately to the deck and connect it with it that way, and then go back to the guidebook later. So that's what I had planned to do with this deck, but when I started reading the guidebook, it immediately just bam caught my attention and grabbed me, and I found myself damn near finishing the guidebook before I had even touched the deck. So if you open the box, really cute packaging. I love the color tone. It's very calming and it's modern. It's beautiful. One thing I will say, the guidebook is attached to the box set, which isn't that practical. So I know that she did a deck review herself, and Jericho was like, listen, you can cut it out if you need to. And that's exactly what I'm doing with my pocket knife. But honestly, I really don't care. And when you get into the content and the artwork in this deck, it just doesn't matter. I mean, you could have just put it in a brown paper bag, honestly, because it's that good. But she didn't do that. This is still some really good packaging. And what I really liked is the little message at the bottom that says "Know thyself." That was something that it just stuck with me, just reading that, and just the feelings that I had and the excitement that I had already had in opening it, and then just to see that message, "Know thyself." It was with me for a minute. It starts out just kind of welcoming you, right? And I just want to read this excerpt. And she says, as for self-care, its growing popularity is both a cause for celebration and maybe slight trepidation too. Trepidation because of the growing threat of co-optation. Celebration because so many human beings struggle, and their survival through self-care shows their resistance. Thanks to the work of women in color in particular, across mental health and social work, grassroots activism and civil rights, as well as broader cultural conversations regarding the importance of fixing your own oxygen mask before attending to others. It's now hard to see self-care as anything but a necessary act. Okay, so right off the bat, you already know where we're going with this. You already know that this is some serious work that's being done, and she kind of just lays out the platform to be, or just a safe foundation. Like, listen, we're going to take care of ourselves, get ready. This is going to be good. This is for you. You deserve it. That type of feel. So this deck, it embodies goddess energy effortlessly. It's so empowering, and it's not even really trying to be. It's just safe space in a deck, if you could think of that. And she also has a Neo Tarot manifesto, which is just so nice, and just kind of describes what her intention was by creating Neo Tarot. It's all becoming present, uncovering your potential, and getting to know your deepest truths. And a little divination never hurt anyone either. No, it did not. Okay, when I was, so you see why I just kept turning the pages. She talks about Neo Tarot leaves the ego behind. Neo Tarot is for everyone. It just goes on and on. And she has some spreads in here. And then she has her own order in which she suggests that you go through the cards and meditate with them, which I thought it was cool. She kind of flipped it with the minor arcana being first before the major arcana. So that was interesting. So each card comes with a sign, the planet, the theme for the card, an affirmation, 7 of Cups. Okay, so this is what it would look like in the book. The sign planet is Venus in Scorpio, and the theme is fantasies, misguided, wishful thinking, and decoys. And the affirmation she has says, I stay true to my heart by carefully distinguishing what matters from what doesn't. And then the self-care affirmation that goes with that is, so often when we're ready to listen to our inner voice of wisdom, we start noticing more signs of or repetitive messages. Call them confirmation bias, or call them messages from the universe. These signs can give us the fortitude to heed the call when doing so much might be risky or daunting. Keep your eyes open for signs of this nature. What do they mean to you? Do they confirm what you already know your heart wants? Stay open to what that might look like. Okay, so this is homework, okay? So this is tarot, this is self-care, this is homework, this is shining some really, really good light on your path. So the deck comes in this little box, so it's a standard box, however you store your cards is fine. And I got a little bit organized for you. So I had already pre-pulled, it's not in order. I had already shuffled my deck and connected with it, but I actually pulled some cards and matched them with my first ever tarot deck, which is the Radiant Rider Waite deck. And just so you can get, so it's more closer to the theme of the Rider Waite, if that's the system that you use. So I'm going to compare and contrast so you can see the difference and see how the illustrator Diana stayed true to the theme of the Rider Waite, but still added her own modern twist. It's just genius. It was really good. I love the design. It's giving me some yin yang. It's giving me some sun lunar energy. I love the patterns. I love that. And then I will say that they don't stick together. As you can see, you can kind of slide through them pretty well. They're easily, they're kind of that way. Okay, so that's good. Okay, the first one, which one do I want to show you first? Okay, so this is a fun one. So you have the Hangman, right? And then this is the Neo Tarot. First of all, it's the Hanged Woman. Okay. So this is the Hanged Woman.